Alright, welcome back folks to more Vanguard Bandits. Last time we played we were doing we're gonna attack the Empire. Unfortunately, Logan has attacked us. He has allied himself with the Empire. And thus we must break his siege. But before we do that, let's have an interview. We'll talk to our boys. We got a new guy. We got Alden. Let's talk to Andrew. The Veto Corbin has always been my ATAC of choice, Bastion. Swift, sleek, and sexy. Just like me. Let's talk to Alden. Stay calm on the battlefield, Bastion. Your opponent's rage will invariably be his undoing. I guess we'll talk to Zyra. Hey, Bastion, are you and little Malaya thinking about marriage? I must admit, it seems like a great idea. Logan is on the offensive again, and it appears that he has gained strength since our last encounter. We must stay close or we are sure to be decimated. I know. Yeah, I know. Could have had another party member, but chat decided otherwise. This is totally the end for you guys. My dad is so pissed off. Attack. Come on, everyone. Oh, look, we have a formation of 8. If only we had an ATAC here to fill it out, or an ATAC here. You know, the members that we have not collected. If only we had read game facts this whole playthrough. Alright, we should be more than okay. I highly doubt that these guys are going to be much trouble. We're pretty fairly balanced overall when it comes to our ATACs. Oh, Shion is here. Okay, so they're waiting for us to advance. Well, we'll go slowly. I mean, there's no timer here, so slowly edge our way towards the enemy. Being a tight formation. There we go. %. I don't think we're gonna run into a problem here. Truly a pathetic display. sweeter than sugar. Mm, 50%. Let's go with the dodge. It's 25%, so. Like, we shouldn't get hit, but knowing us, we will. Impossible. We will save, because Logan is really strong. We fought him before, and he kind of kicked our ass. Almost one-shotted our characters here. Wind strike, I don't know what that does. Looks pretty strong. Oh! Teleports through you. Andrew will gain a level next time he kills someone. Now I wonder if we should stack up some... Hey, we can attack twice. We could move in between, but I think we'll cut these guys off right here. Slap them with a hard hit. Blizzard Break. Oh my. Admire the beauty of a Blizzard Break. Humiliation. Ooh, what do we go for? It doesn't have a lot of Baz or Pow. Ton of death though. They have not hit me once, which is kinda... Also, we get another attack. Oh boy. See ya. Bye-bye. I wonder what if... Like, what gives you another attack? Okay, so Claire's moving in. Hey there, Yashabe. Thank you for that. How you doing? Didn't she have a party member named Franco? No, actually, that was the princess's guard. I don't think so. Yeah, he's the one who caught the prince and princess together while she was sitting on a cut log. On a stump, actually. Oh, wow, I missed. I missed the mist. Oh. Surrounded? Oh, this is bad. Imperial reinforcements. Damn it, we're already overwhelmed as it is. Why have these Imperials come here? I didn't ask for any assistance from the Empire. We're not here to help you, fool. We're here to kill the lot of you. What the? Wait, now I understand. Duke Logan, you've been tricked. Faulkner convinced you to fight us and order these troops to attack when we have exhausted each other. Join forces with us so we can defeat the Imperials together. I knew from the start that I couldn't trust Faulkner. That bastard always wanted to kill me anyways. I'm not fighting you because some Imperial fool ordered it, Bastion. I'm a warrior. I yearn to fight the strongest ATACs of the continent, to test my skills and risk my pride. Whereas I yearn for a day when the fighting will come to an end. I cannot dream of a stronger group of enemies than you and the Dukes. This is my ultimate test. The battle will continue until one of us is victorious, Bastion. You are an honorable fighter, Logan, but a foolish leader. Prepare to lose. Oh. Maybe we can save Logan. Not Logan, but this guy. Xion. Hey, that's my experience. Lucky, hypothetically, what game would you have submitted for Jake's marathon? I don't know. Because by the time I looked at the marathon, a lot of slots were filled out. Yeah, that's my experience, by the way. Yeah, the year. 1999 is open. What came out in 99? pt.6? From behind? Oh. It came out in 1999. I missed. Yeah, look at Logan. Sorry, 1999 was taken by Might and Magic. Which one? Man, Andrew, you made a Butterman. Oh. I'll maybe get some def up. Nobody picked Deus Ex. That's a pretty long game. Well, yeah, it's pretty long. Unless you speedrun it. I haven't been watching the marathon at all, but... Still 20%. But it's still like half my health bar. I'm not gonna finish Radiant Historia. Of course you won't. There's no way you can. That game is bad. Radiant Historia is very good. It's all over. Can't believe Alpha's missing on some prime Primero Zyra in action. I have not played Radiata Stories. Radiant Historia is the one where you go through time. Oh, is Xion gonna bite it? Now, I wonder if I should pick off Claire. Oh my god, what are you doing? He's gonna one-shot you. Alright, Reina, you have one job. Destroy this guy. Destroy this fool. Alright. Whoa, that's a lot of experience. Oh my god, Xion, what are you doing? That was a back attack. Nothing personnel, kiddo. Oh, he could get double kill right there. I think we'll hit this guy instead. Wah! And everyone's hitting like trucks. Oh, you bastard. That's my kill. Don't steal my levels. I can't feel my legs. That's a Zyra kill right there. Unless I can kill him from here. Yes. Defeat. Ooh. Ah, Alpha's not here for the level. Okay, you guys decide then. Oh, you! My experience! Well, now you're just gonna die. Ooh. What are we giving the big boy? Too slow. Gotta be faster than that. Searing dance. Soaring dance. I can't read. Yeah, I should probably kill him before they kill steal me again. Another victory for the Andronator. Like, should I kill Claire? They're gonna kill Shion though. Claire. Like, ow. Could technically kill Claire. Or go for Shion. You want to do the other routes? No, we'll see. So we have been playing this for a while, so... Oh! Ray. No! Oh my God, she dodged. If anyone's gonna die, it's by my hand. It would be pretty funny if Logan died to Scrubs. Holy cow. Calm down, Logan. You don't have to atomize everyone. Shion! You bastard! Always. You can always count on Zyra. This freaking guy's a liability, I swear. Same robot, only in different colors. Alright, all that's left is the general. Okay, the game really wants me to use Soaring Dance. We got questions. Like, that might not be the best move here. I'll have Reina cover our back here. Oh. How dare you? Are you trying to spank me? You know, just another catchphrase. Ooh, you know what? Let's try counter. Let's get out of here. Keep dreaming. Alright, so we're gonna break this guy. You are just so bad at this combat thing. Oh. never hit me, you fool. Oh, wait a minute. There's a guy right in front of me. Ouch. Oh, Dev with the Lev. What are we giving Devlin here? This guy should be able to Blizzard break him. I'm just worried that they might just kill steal him. Oh, Bastion got him. Wog! Probably have another attack, right? Yeah. Take care of this guy. See ya later. Get that XP. Uh-oh. Here he comes. Right? Get out of here with that garbage. Arena doesn't really have the moves. What happened to your moves right now? Just getting a ton of experience though. Need some decks to unlock your move. Okay. Oh. What are we going for? Wasn't it dex and agility for Dex. Now this is where it gets dicey, because if Logan one-shots a character, we gotta restart. Getting hard carried by Alden here. Actually, we'll just do a slash. Get our FP up. FP down. Reyna definitely needs some healing. Still pretty far away. What happened to the dodging, Andrew? Used to be a dodge master. Let's cool the mist. So cool, so misty. Whoosh. Thunder. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Maybe the playthrough is gonna end sooner than expected. All right, what are we giving Ray here? Initially Dex. Sonic Blade. It's pretty sick. Keep Andrew away from him. would be funny. This is absolutely stupid. But would be pretty funny. A wise warrior should always admit when he's outmatched, Logan. Allow me to wipe the conceit off your face, Prince Bastion. Ugh. Okay, he's gonna counter with Raging Hit all the time. Ooh, what are we giving Alden here? Baz, Baz, Baz. Baz, Baz, Pow. Baz, Pow, Pow. Health? The point is to knock to max out his FP, so we're gonna get stunned either way. Why is it? Now this is silly. This may not work. Oh. I already know. All right, stunned him. Oh, nothing personnel, kiddo. Oh, Ray Ray with another level. What are we giving Ray Ray? Aggle? Or Dex? Yeah. Oh my god. Is he gonna be able to kill him? Oh my god! Barlow! See that, guys? I'm a big, strong soldier. So this is defeat. The foul taste of blood and bitterness. The scent of humiliation. Alright, what are we giving Barlow? He just tasted blood and wants more. I feel like Barlow is supposed to die. Why do you... Oh, 2 levels? What? Now let's make him big defensive guy. Duke Logan is a good man, another victim of Faulkner's mad crusade. He uses people up and throws them away like so much rubbish. I will never forgive you, Faulkner. I will send your demonic soul back to hell before I'm through. He was so garbo for a long time in a permadeath game. Yeah, I know. But honestly, we never really did save Scum. Only once, but it's not because we lost someone, it was because we wanted to kill someone. Is everyone alright? Amazingly enough, we are. The battle was easy, Bastion. I could beat Logan without an ATAC. Looks like you have a chance to test that theory, kid, because he's walking this way. Uh-oh. Well met, Duke Logan. We don't want to fight you again. Leave us in peace. You have no need to worry. I haven't come here to fight you. I just wish to speak with you. Speak with us? Do you think we've suddenly forgotten that you tried to kill us not long ago? Calm down, Devlin. I really don't want to see you and Logan get into the world's shortest fist. The world's shortest fist fight. Wow. Bastion's got some spunk. I was just making my point, Bastion, is all. So you're Prince Bastion, Indeed, Duke Logan, I am. Well met, Bastion. You seem like a friendly lad, and I already know of your skills on the battlefield. It would have been an even greater battle if not for the idiotic intrusion of those Imperial interlopers. I agree, Logan. It was a wonderful battle. You fight with honor, as did my father. What is your next course of action? My relationship with the Empire is obviously at an end, and I have no desire to enter this conflict again. Lord Alden, I declare a truce with Nordelaine until the conflict between the Empire and Kingdom is over. Do you, Duke Logan? Not to offend, but trust is something which I very rarely extend to anyone. I give you my word, Lord Alden, and if that is not enough for you, I swear upon my honor as a warrior, I can offer you no more than that. What about your daughter? Very well then, a truce. Excellent. All that remains now is for us to storm the Imperial capital and rid of the continent of Faulkner. Rid the continent of Faulkner. It was a pleasure to meet you, Prince Bastion, and to fight against you. I would like to engage in combat with you again someday. Just you and me, how's that sound? I look forward to it, Duke Logan. Take care of yourselves and fight with honor. Oh, there's totally something else you should know, Prince Bastion. General Faulkner has been acting weird and stuff lately. Our spies don't know what's up at all. You better watch out, okay? Thank you. Claire's my name. And the only reason I'm helping you is because I want Daddy to beat you up, not that lame Faulkner. Later. I believe you may have bruised Logan's ego a bit, Bastion. Can we help it if we're the best? Damn. Unfortunately for Bastion, it was he who was chosen for a rematch. You do realize that Logan will never stop challenging you until he wins. Oh really? I was hoping he would forget that he issued his challenge at all. I would be hoping the same thing, Bastion. But we don't have more imminent battles to worry about. Indeed, Reina, the battle which will hopefully end this conflict once and for all. The siege of the Imperial capital. We're already at the end? Oh my god. Game it's ending so quickly. I have some bad news to impart. The Empire recently built a fortress east of here. Great. Just great. If we don't capture the fortress, we can't make it to the capital city. We knew this wouldn't be easy. I'm gonna assume there's 20 chapters. Yeah, I know. Tons of funds and can't spend them. All right, who are we talking to? Devlin. I'm glad that Logan didn't hear me speaking boastfully about him, or he would have torn me apart. Once you take over the Empire, can I be allowed to dispose of the Imperial Army's rations? It's funny because he's always hungry. Well, we gotta choose another one. I ain't leaving without it. What is that face? Bastion, have you heard the words Andrew is using to describe various regions of Melior's anatomy? If only we talked to Andrew, we would know. It's easy to see why this place was chosen to place the fort. It's a perfect defensive position. There's no way to achieve victory unless they are drawn out and hit hard. We must find a way to make that happen, Zyra. Or is it Zayra? You know, I called him Zyra the whole time, but it's Zayra. Huh. I'm still gonna call him Zyra. The Kingdom Army has been sighted. Dispatch the defense force. Whoa, boy, what is that? Those two ATACs are the same type that Zakov used against us. The type Princess Sadira had outlawed. So why are they being used against us again? Unless something happened to Sadira. The princess. Oh, the princess. At last. You are here. I was beginning to wonder if you would miss the glorious executions I have planned. Faulkner! What class of ATAC is that? I have also never seen that type of ATAC before, Bastion. Perhaps it is another Imperial prototype? Allow me to introduce the harbinger of the Kingdom's army destruction. It exists in perfect disharmony with Ultra Gunner. It is the darkness which swallows the light. No, it's so anime. It is the Zolwarn, the Shadow ATAC. I vaguely recall hearing stories of Zolwarn, but I don't remember any of the details. That's because they were so horrid. No sane person dared whisper them. According to every legend I have heard, Zolwarn was defeated and destroyed by Ultra Gunner. But the legends were apparently incorrect. Indeed they were, Alden. Zolwarn merely changed its form and was led into hiding. The time has come to return from exile and establish its superiority. There is another legend of Zolwarn, Bastion. Rather than drawing power from a gem, it is said to be powered by human blood. What? Dear God, it can't be true. Thus, if Faulkner has revived the Zolwarn ATAC, he must have. Indeed, But what is the value of a legion of living peasants? In death, they are more valuable to me. Oh my god. That's just like the Full Metal Alchemist. I do regret the fact that I now have fewer subjects to dominate, but I shall find the strength to carry on. You are a heartless demon, Faulkner, an abomination, a monster. Sticks and stones may break my bones, dear boy, but my Zulwarn will certainly harm you. Observe. What was that? Something is awry, Bastion. Faulkner has sabotaged our ATACs. Zyra's right. My ATAC readouts are malfunctioning. Mine too. What has Faulkner done? Whatever he's done, I don't like it. I should have known you would never engage us in a fair fight. There's no such word as fair in war, boy. There are but two words of consequence: win and lose. I'm surprised that the Ultra Gunner was not affected by the pulse wave, or was it? He's right. My controls are sluggish. As expected, the Ultra Gunner is an antiquated ATAC, unable to match the infinite power of the Zulwarn. My soldiers should be more than enough power to annihilate you all. The only question is, how long will you be able to survive before you succumb to Zulwarn's power? Attack! Oh my god. So what are our stats? What happened? We look pretty alright. Yeah, we have half HP though. No, Bastion is still full AP here. But the rest... Are you a jester? Yes. This is strange, though. There's not enough units. Unless the big guys in the back are super strong. That's only 8. You and your friends are more determined than I expected, boy. But the effects of the Zulwarn's pulse shall take their inevitable toll. You will perish, mark my words. Faulkner had 600 HP. Okay. Ooh. Alright, Bastion. Sonic Blade! It's all over! Fall before your master, pig. Oh, we can't do Blizzard Break. Oh, that sucks. Damn you, Faulkner! That's 658. Holy cow. Okay, game. Don't know. I think so. We got Sonic Blade. Yeah, why not? Attack. Oh, we're gonna break him. Actually, no, you need to... Oh, I can't cool mist. Can't cool mist. Ooh, that's bad, though. Can't even heal. Oh my god. Andrew needs a heal. Something strange about this fight. I don't like it. I don't like it. Andrew's kind of trash. Yeah, he fell off pretty hard. Should we max out his agility? Boot. That'll break him. And then it's probably an easy kill for Andrew or whoever. Barlow. Zyra had like 10 kills tonight. Turbulence really good to crack someone. Cutting wheel. What? The slow crawl. They're gonna bite eventually. And when they do... Saw that coming. Because it's a giant saw. Could heal Alden though. He did loot 25. Yeah, they are not moving. I do not trust Faulkner at all. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's something to do with that. I entered my diet. Can't defend? Oh, okay. like this. Oh my god. Andrew's, he's on the edge here. No! Just letting you wail on his dudes. Yeah, I mean, he did not really care about, you know, sacrificing people, so. Oh my god, I'm getting the percentages. Is he charging a spirit bomb? I'm screwed. How am I going to compete with the 600 HP mechanoid? Get hit, okay? This guy does not want to lose his, give more dex to Zyro, why not? He does not want to get broken. Alright, Andrew should finish him off. Another victory to the Andronator. Oh, Andronator. He needs more abilities. Wah! I am very close to being broken here. Yeah, not being able to do half your abilities kind of sucks. Gotta get that fatigue up. Ray. And that FP's not going up. The pain! The pain! Oh, but his goes up. Oh, are we gonna break him? Oh, I didn't check if Alden was gonna get broken there. It's fine, but he's on the edge. It's like, man, they're really kicking their asses here. It's funny because it's only Devlin that they attack. That's true. I didn't consider that. Would be funny if what's his face jumps down and fights us. Yeah. More likely than not. Devlin is in a possibility of dying. Oh! MC with the level. Oh. Now, as funny as that would be, we're not gonna do that. Could we break him? We're in a very real possibility to break him here. And we have... All right, Alden. Gonna go ham. Catch the wave. Most impressive, Bastion. Your will to live is remarkably strong. As is my need for revenge. Revenge, Faulkner. Come down from your pedestal before I have to knock you off. Such impatience, Prince Bastion. Your immaturity is laid bare by your impetuous demands. As I already told you, Ultra Gunner is no match for Zolwarn. Defeating you would be far too easy. And why not come down here and prove it? I'm a kind man, Bastion. So kind that I shall allow you to live until you reach the Imperial capital. I expect you to develop your skills and strength before then. I want a satisfying victory, not an easy one. Don't disappoint me, Bastion. I so hate disappointment. Damn you, Faulkner! I have to admit that I am exhausted. Those sharking attacks are strong. Almost too strong. Why don't we rest here for a while before proceeding to the capital? We should rethink our strategy. And we could all use the rest. I don't mean to be the agent of despair, Bastion, but the appearance of the Zolwarn is very bad news. He was not boasting in battle. It's at least as strong as Ultra Gunner. Zyra is correct. The resurrection of the Zolwarn attack makes our task much more difficult. And hey, don't forget the Sharkings. It took everything we had just to beat two of them. 2 attacks. And what about Sidira? I thought she banned the Sharkings. Has she turned against us? She would never betray us, Andrew. I fear that Faulkner has imprisoned her. Or worse. Excuse me, sirs. Marquis Dion has just arrived and wishes to speak with you. Show him at once. Show him in at once. It's that guy. Greetings to all of you. It has been too long since last we saw each other. You are the legendary Dion. Very well met, sir. I am Lord Alden of Hibernia. Well met, Lord Alden. So you are the man called the Ice Wolf. I do admit to seeing the resemblance. It is good to see you here with Prince Bastion. He needs all of our support if he is to prevail in this struggle. So Marquis, are you here to check up on me, or are you the bearer of bad news? Andrew, your skills in combat are only rivaled by your complete lack of social graces. Uh-oh, so the news is that bad? Unfortunately, Andrew is correct. Commander Galvus and myself joined our armies together and stormed into the southern half of the Empire. But we were immediately attacked by a new type of Imperial ATAC with enormous strength. Was this ATAC a model with swords on both hands? We have encountered them as well. They are called Sharkings. And as you noted, they are fearsome foes. You were able to defeat them? I am in awe that you were merely able to survive the assault. It took them only a few minutes to destroy a staggering number of our ATAC forces. Galvus, myself, and the surviving soldiers were forced to retreat to the royal capital. Not encouraging. Fortunately, the Empire did not have enough power to pursue us after we fell back. They returned to the Imperial capital and are presumably still there. So we have reached a stalemate with Faulkner. Neither of us are able to make the winning move, indeed. That means our attack on the capital will be our last chance. If we don't defeat Faulkner now, we may never again have the strength to mount another offensive. You are correct, Bastion, and that is why I have come here. I wish to join you for the final assault. Thank you, Dion. It will be an honor to fight alongside you. Time for talk? The time for talk is at an end. There is nothing left but to strike Faulkner down or perish at his hand. But can I defeat him in the Zolworn ATAC? Can it truly be stronger than the Ultra Gunner? Have I already lost the war before it has even begun? If only Malaya was here to encourage us. What am I gonna do? How can I possibly win against such unholy strength? Oh, Father, if only you were here to guide me. You are quite clearly lost in the maze of your mind, Bastion. What thoughts have you so obviously distressed? It's about Faulkner, about what he said to me. Ah yes, I was told of this by Zyra. How he said that the Ultra Gunner was no match for the Zolworn. And the more I think about it, Dion, the more I realize that he's right. I could feel the power of that ATAC as Faulkner stood and watched us battle through the Sharkings. And I know that I would be destroyed if he wielded that power against me. What can I do, Dion? Train harder? Meditate? Pray to the gods for help? It seems hopeless now. As though all our efforts and all our sacrifices have been for naught. He was calling himself the best a mission ago. Yeah, well, his ego, so fragile, so easily broken. Perhaps you should lead us into the capital, Dion. You have the strength and experience that I do not. Bastion, you are reacting exactly in the way Faulkner hoped you would. You are doubting yourself. Remember, our attacks respond to both our physical and mental commands. With proper training, even a child can adequately control an attack. The difference between an adequate attack pilot and a great one is purely a matter of mental strength. If you allow Faulkner to pollute your mind with doubt, of course he will defeat you. Believe in yourself, Bastion. Show the strength you have shown us all, and you are assured of triumph. Perhaps you are right, Dione. Of course I'm right, Bastion. You will regain your confidence soon enough. I suggest you speak with Andrew to lighten your mood. He always has a tasteless joke or two at the ready. Or perhaps you need the company of a beautiful girl to lift your spirits, so to speak. Marquis Dione? I can't believe you just said that. Come now, Bastion. Do you know how long Andrew has been working for me? It was inevitable that I would be corrupted by his evil influence. Ha 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 ha. I think Andrew is starting to warp my fragile mind as well. Hey, I'm the guy who tells the jokes around here, alright? As your employer, Andrew, I'm allowed to laugh at your expense whenever I desire. Oh, so that's how it works with Chad. I haven't seen Andrew this flustered since the last time Raina made fun of his sideburns. Oh yeah? She's just jealous that the only place she can grow facial hair is her upper lip. Hahaha, nice try, Andrew. But we all know how you really feel about Raina, you dog. Marquis Dione is right. I cannot allow Faulkner to intimidate me. I have to keep my spirits high. And use the power of my positive thoughts to overwhelm the darkness of Faulkner's tortured mind. The more I think about destroying Faulkner's attack, the happier I get. Are we psychopaths? Is this the Imperial capital? My scanners don't detect anything. No attacks, no people. Perhaps Faulkner ordered an evacuation. Or perhaps Faulkner sacrificed more Imperial citizens to get Zolwarn geared up for battle. As horrific as I find that possibility, Zyra, we certainly cannot discount anything at this point. Let's find the Imperial Castle. Surely someone will be there. Here we are, Bastion. These grounds are so massive, I can barely see the Imperial Palace. And the castle itself is almost as large as the capital of the kingdom. This could make finding Faulkner quite a challenge. Check your scanners, Bastion. Looks like he found us. Are we gonna have a shop? Oh my god! A shop? In this economy? Okay, we got all the weapons. Hey, wait a minute. You know what? I'm gonna check something out. Fine, from the imps. Yeah, you're right. Okay, I got nothing to buy except Night Koas, which I don't know what those are. A magic hat? Assassin's Cape family jewels. Oh, that's pretty good though. What do any of these do? What does Warrior Koa do? Or Assassin Koa? Gives the assassination skill. Okay. Gives the chivalry skill. Their skills? Gives you the massive menace skill. The hell is this? He doesn't know. Well, let's buy some family jewels, I guess. Nothing. The headband. I guess we can give family jewels to Andrew. His HP is kind of low, so it makes sense. And then we'll just sell off some extras. How much were the jewels? 65. What did the rainbow gem do? Oh. Yeah, it's pretty good. Reyna? Oh, okay. The hell does this even mean? Ah, a mass menace. Chivalry, second attack? Assassinate? Snow motion? Check the manual. I like this game more than it deserves. What do you mean? All right, who we talking to? I'm picking Andrew. Bastion, I'll be honest, even with my invaluable help, I'm stunned that we made it this far. Good luck. Oh, Andrew's now a star. According to legend, the ultimate mystery of the Ultra Gunner can be unlocked with balanced power. What? Reyna said if I do a good job finding the Imperials today, she'll let me dive into her muffins. Nani? Excuse me? What a dog. Dog'll hunt. Imperial soldiers, if you value your lives, you will flee this battle before we are forced to slay you. Nothing will stand in our way, nothing! I'm looking at the time. I think we'll have to call it there for tonight and keep it for next time. Even though we're so close. It has been 2 hours so far. You can't end it here. What do you mean? I can exactly end it here. Yeah, but if I go beyond the time, then I'll have to finish it because there's probably like one mission left after this. And I'm not gonna have a stream for one mission, so I think it makes sense to stop it here. Yeah, 2 missions should take about an hour. So, on that, I hope you guys enjoyed it. And we will see you next time. Thanks for watching, everyone, and have a good night.